Welcome to episode 6 of me reacting to Spider-Man Spider-Verse. This episode I'll be reacting to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is a different intro because I accidentally deleted a few footage from this video. So this does start from me reacting to like 10 minutes into the film. So the first 10 minutes of the film you can't see me react to. It's just from a certain moment when he meets Spider-Man. So if you've not already watched it, you don't want it spoiled for you, please do not watch the video then if you don't want any spoilers. But if you don't mind spoilers, then watch the video. Please watch it till the end and I'll thank you all for watching. Here's the video. So, this big man just crushed Spider-Man and then they all had Miles. So someone's after Miles and he's gone back home because he was at a private school and he's just said to his dad, "Do you actually hate Spider-Man?" He was like, "No, yes." Like, no, I can't remember what he said. Because his son's actually Spider-Man as well. There's 2 Spider-Mans. That's like Into the Spider-Verse, so he's going into the Spider-Man universe. I think that's what it is. Spider-Man's dead. Oh my god, I didn't know he died. So now Miles has to become Spider-Man because Spider-Man's died. And that was actually quite an Miles, mate. Spiked himself into... You know what's actually so funny about these, like, comic ones? Like, an animated version? When he goes like, the big R's will come on the screen, which is quite he's broken it. Great. The one thing he had to do, he broke. I'm a bit confused. There's another Spider-Man. Is this... It's all 3 Spider-Man. Is both Spider-Mans in this? Right. We've heard about this bit at the start. I think that's the same dude. I think it's still Peter Parker. Because he was going to be dead, but then he was like, "Hey son," and then he's not dead anymore. Spider-Man's alive. Okay, so this is the normal Spider-Man. He's been into an alternative universe in which he's dead. And he could be dead again because Miles could have just killed him. So Spider-Man is alive. But the police just think he's a homeless man. I mean, that's what they just described him as, a homeless man being dragged through on a train. Because the police came when he was dragging his body. But he's not dead, Well, the alternative Spider-Man is, but the real Spider-Man isn't, I think. So, this machine has blown up. And Spider-Man's injured. So Miles is going to have to go help Spider-Man by putting this, I think it's a key or like something into it to stop it from happening. Because it blew up the whole city. But I think it's like an alternative universe. I think that's what it is. So both Spider-Mans have actually gone into this massive lab place. And they're trying to get this, like, download this thing on the system so Spider-Man can go back to his own universe. Oh my god, they've all got guns running after him. This is crazy. And then they've had to steal a monitor. It's actually really fun. Because Miles is trying to, like, come into his senses about his spider powers. And then he's also using, like, Peter Parker from the alternative universe to help him out. Because he wants dead. So there's another dimension called, and Gwen Spider-Man in this dimension. So there's Gwen Spider. Well, Spider-Gwen. That's what it's called, Spider-Gwen. Oh, and she's called, okay, and Peter Parker died in her universe. I get it. Okay, but like Aunt May is like such a, she's such a badass in this. Like, she just booted open her door. And she knows about, obviously, Peter being a Spider-Man. She's like, boom. So there's 3 more people who also got bitten by a spider. So now there's 6 spider people. Who's all from different dimensions. Miles' uncle is one of the bad dudes. And he trusted him. Now he's going to have to fight his own family. That was a shock. That was a twist. The uncle just got shot. But like his person who's in charge, he shot him because he won't kill his nephew Miles. So his uncle's just been shot and killed, and obviously he's crying over the body, and his dad's a copper, and his dad's just found him. So, oh god, is his dad gonna find out he's Spider-Man? So Miles isn't all around with his spider senses yet, so all the other spider people have left him until he can kind of figure out his spider senses because he can't really control them. It just kind of happens. Oh, his dad's there. They've all gone back to this place where they're trying to get back home to their own dimensions because all of them are from different dimensions and they're basically in Miles dimensions at the moment. And apparently if they put something into this lock, it'll basically reset it and it'll work and they'll get to go home. But the problem was, for them to be able to do that, somebody had to stay with them. Miles said he would, but Spider-Man was like, Peter Parker, the one from a different dimension, was like, no. So I was like, oh, so he wants to risk himself to do that. Oh dear. These dimension things are coming again. Oh, they're about to do it. They're all up there now. And before this scene happened, Miles finally used to use his spidey sense. Like, yes! He was like swinging from buildings. He was doing so good.
Buckle up, guys. This is gonna take a while. Let's end this thing.
That Octopus lady just got splattered by a van. Oh, he opened up the portal, and obviously all the other Spider-Mans are going back into their own, like... Aww. Is he allowed to say that legally? That's funny. Oh, yeah, they're all going back to their own dimension, which has it's actually been such a good film. Oh, you didn't want to go back to his dimensions because you wanted to save Miles. Oh, off he goes. He's in his own dimension. Now Miles has to beat this big dude's ass up. He's gonna beat him like boom. I think Spider-Man's defeated him. Everything's going back to normal. I'm getting happy it worked. Oh no, what's happened to his dad? Everything's going back into this like generator thing. I don't know what it is. And Spider-Man's on there as well. Is his dad okay? Oh, he blew up. Oh my goodness, there's a little explosion. Is everyone okay? Is Miles okay? Is Miles' dad okay? What's going on? Oh. That's so adorable. Like, Miles just gone to his dad, and like, obviously don't know who he is. So if there's a new Spider-Man in town in this universe, obviously Spider-Man died, and now he's the new Spider-Man. So I think the movie is literally just about to be finished. Spider-Man is obviously now saving the day. He's the only Spider-Man in his universe. He's Spider-Man. Miles is Spider-Man. No, he's not the only one, because... So the movie is just finishing, and I thought that was such a good movie. Like, I loved how there's so many Spider-Mans on different universes. What's happening? Aww. That was so cute. One of his past present was at the end, I think. One of the people from the different universe at the end. That was actually such a good film. Let me just pause this. So we've just finished Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It was such a good film. I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't get it at the beginning, but I completely got it by the end. Like, it was such a good film. I really enjoyed the concept of it, and I really enjoyed like the plot of the story, like different Spider-Man to different universes. It was actually really good, and I actually really enjoyed that. It's really sad when his uncle died though. Way, because in the normal Spider-Verse, his uncle dies as well. Oh, I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. But that was actually a really good film. And thank you all, if you're still watching, thank you very much for watching this video. And I'll see you all next time when we're finally starting the Tom Holland series, Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay, everyone? You don't want to miss it for episode 7.